In a modest town where life moved quietly, there lived a young man named Jack who believed that happiness was always waiting somewhere in the future and never in the present moment. He had a stable job, a small rented house, regular meals, and people who cared about him. Yet none of it felt sufficient because his eyes were constantly fixed on what others had. When his friends bought expensive phones, he felt poor. When someone got promoted, he felt unsuccessful. And every scroll through social media silently drained whatever peace he had managed to gather. Jack convinced himself that once he earned more, owned more, and looked more successful, happiness would finally arrive, so he rushed through his days without appreciating them, treating the present like an obstacle rather than a gift. One evening, after a particularly exhausting day filled with comparison and dissatisfaction, Jack decided to walk aimlessly to clear his head, and his steps led him to a crowded railway platform, buzzing with noise announcements and restless faces. Trains arrived and departed, carrying people toward new beginnings, uncertain futures, and reunions and goodbyes. And as Jack stood there watching, he noticed an old man sitting quietly on a bench, holding a small cloth bag, wearing faded clothes and worn-out sandals, yet carrying a calm expression that felt strangely powerful. Drawn by curiosity, Jack sat beside him and casually asked why people seemed so unhappy, even when life appeared normal. And the old man smiled softly and replied that most people spend their lives counting what they don't have while ignoring the blessings already resting in their hands. Jack argued that wanting more was natural, and the old man agreed, but gently explained that the problem begins when desire erases gratitude, because then no amount of success ever feels enough. He pointed toward the platform and said that some people there were waiting for a train to opportunity, some were praying for a train that would take them home safely, and some were anxiously waiting for a train that would carry them to a hospital, hoping for another chance at life. Those words settled deeply into Jack's heart, and when he returned home that night, something within him shifted. For the first time, instead of opening his phone or worrying about tomorrow, he sat quietly and reflected on what he already had: a body that allowed him to work, parents who answered his calls without hesitation, food that was guaranteed and shelter that protected him from the night, and a bed that welcomed him no matter how the day went. Jack realized that happiness had been quietly present all along, hidden behind his habit of comparison. And while his problems did not vanish and his ambitions did not disappear, his mind felt lighter and his heart calmer. From that day on, Jack still worked hard and dreamed of a better future. But he stopped postponing happiness until life became perfect, understanding at last that gratitude does not mean settling for less. It means enjoying what you have while you grow. Because true happiness is not found by endlessly adding more to life, but by learning to value what is already there. You don't need more to be happy. You need to value what you have. Gratitude is your strength.